Fitzgerald joined the league. He's now getting ready to start his 14th year as the head coach of the Wildcats. And here's a look at what Northwestern is bringing in. Their top guy is Bryce Kurtz, who went to the same high school as Hunter Johnson, who's a five-star quarterback transfer who's joining Northwestern, will be able to play for them this upcoming fall. Michelle McMahon is in Evanston and is standing by with the head coach, Pat Fitzgerald.
Coach, a well-balanced recruiting class for 2019. What excites you the most about this group?
Well, they're all in, number one. So, excited to have all the guys. Again, just another group that we, I think we targeted early. We got great relationships built with them and their families. And then they went out and had, obviously, terrific senior season. So excited for the whole group and looking forward to getting a couple guys here in a couple of weeks. They'll start up for the winter quarter.
And a couple of the exciting players in that mix offensively and the wide receiver core. What excites you the most there with those two guys?
Yeah, I just think the balance, the depth of the whole class, but especially on the offensive line and the receiver positions, we needed through graduation to add quite a few numbers at both of those positions. And the way that we finished at wide receiver, I'm really excited about it. And I think a good mix at receiver of size and speed, and then really, I think two impressive guys in the slot that can catch a hitch, catch a slant, and make somebody miss and go have an explosive play.
In particular with Hooper Price and Bryce Kurtz, what do those guys bring to the table? Yeah,
well, Jensen's a big, long, young man, explosive athlete, a great track athlete, and, is obviously just going to focus on football here, but a young man that I think his best football is ahead of him. And then when you look at Bryce, guys played a lot of football in the slot position at Brownsburg. I mean, what a great program that is. And, now to reunite with Hunter, I think those guys will have some fun. But what a neat little storyline. But at the same time, again, a young man that had a great senior year and looking forward to watching him when he gets here in the summer.
Perfect segue there with Hunter Johnson at quarterback, the transfer from Clemson. A lot of people maybe don't know about him across the Big Ten, but why should they, the quarterback position?
Well, one of the top-rated guys. If I really cared about stars, maybe I should ask those guys in the studio to re-rank our class based on him being added, but I really don't care. I more importantly, Hunter's been with us all year. Young man that, decided to leave Clemson. Coach Sweeney and I have a great relationship, and, Dabo really didn't want to lose him. And then when everything worked itself out, he's been as advertised as a person and as a teammate. And now that competition will get going, and the other guys that we have will have something to say about it too. It's going to be a fun off season here for us as we replace, you could argue the most durable quarterback in Big Ten history in Clayton Thorson. So exciting times for us, without a doubt.
Defensively, how did this recruiting class suit your needs?
Again, balance, right? You look at the guys up front. Great size inside, and then I think an edge pass rusher that's going to really, add to, I think a really good defensive line group that we have right now. I really like the physicality of our linebackers that we signed, and, the speed of the group in the back end, to me, and the athleticism. That's what we've got to continue to add. We got ourselves Indianapolis by having enough depth, even though we had injuries and face adversity, now to go win that game, and more importantly, to be the West champion year in and year out. We're going to have to add more competitive depth, longer guys, more speed, because we're going to do a great job developing them. I mean, our Jay Hooten and our strength staff, we're going to get guys bigger. We just have to have that baseline of athleticism and length, and I think we're gaining with this class.
As the defending Big Ten West champs, as you mentioned, making it to Indianapolis, how confident do you feel with this group you have coming in for 2019 to get back to that point?
I feel very confident we'll have great winter workouts. We got to, every team is, we still got obviously one huge challenge ahead of us with Utah, in the Holiday Bowl here in a couple weeks, and our guys have been really sharp and preparing well for that. And so we're going to go enjoy that here in a couple days. And then after that, our focus will go on developing the 2019 team. But really like the depth. I think we're going to have a lot of leadership back, and we're going to lose some key parts like we always do. But I really like the group we have coming back.
All right, Coach, thanks so much for the time. Mike, you guys might need to adjust the rankings there in the studio.